Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Tracy with New Heart Artistry. That always sounds so weird. Okay, so I have my Batman shirt on because it's about to get real crazy up in here. I am going to do a pour with nothing but house paint samples. And one color. I'm feeling yellow, okay? So this video that you're gonna see right now, I'm going to just go through how I'm gonna mix my paints for that. So all the way down to the Floetrol, whatever, all of it. So I'm gonna mix my paints for that, and then I'll change the camera angle, and then let's get started. Okay guys, I'm gonna try to talk a lot louder. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to strain my Floetrol so it doesn't get clumps. And the way I like to do that is I put it in an old water container. So shake it up, okay? And then I'm just going to strain it in this container. That way it's already done and I can just pour it into my paint. You want to rinse this out immediately because it will dry in there, and then, well, you won't. In Arizona, you guys, so I put, well, it doesn't matter where you live, but if you want to put this in GAC 800, and what this does is it helps everything dry evenly, prevents cracking and crazing, and oh, so I'm gonna pour this right in here, and you know, I eyeball it. I just put some in. However much, if I was pouring all the way to the top, I would put more in. I had a little bit in here that had some in there already. Oh, and did I show you this? Flood Floetrol. I get this at all the hardware stores. It's like 14 bucks, okay? All right, so I'm gonna swirl this around. Okay, so like I was saying, I am going to mix house paint samples. Okay, so I got this when you go to the hardware store and you're there to buy something, go check out the oopsie paints, okay? I paid $2.50 for this. And I've used it, I don't know how many times now, right? Okay, so here's another oopsie, $2.50. I paid 50 cents for these little tiny samples. These are all house paint, 50 cents, so grab them all. You can use them all, okay? All right, so I'm gonna use this oopsie paint. You guys can hear me. Thingy. And also I'm in my garage, aka studio, and you're gonna hear dogs and kids and pretty much the same thing, but little ankle biters. The kids, not the dogs. Okay. Probably not using this the best way. All right, so house paint samples, $2.50. I'm going to pour some of it in my cup, because this is how I'm doing it today, because I'm playing today. Okay, so wait, what am I gonna use for my base? We'll do a bigger one for base. Okay, so we got that. Let's do, maybe let's do white for house paint. Okay, So then we are going to do the only, this is Artist Loft Flow acrylic. I'm gonna pour this in here. That's a lot. Okay. So we got gray and yellow, and let me get my, look what we're doing, guys. This is black house paint. This is so fun. I've been doing like some serious paintings lately. So let's just let go. Okay, I'm just gonna pour it in here. And if you notice, I'm not measuring, but I am going to eyeball this all. Because art's intuitive. Okay, so with house paint, I personally, everybody does this different, okay? So I personally am going to start out with 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol, and I eyeball this. So I have this much in there, okay? So I just pour it lightly on top until it looks the same, right? Kind of measuring it. See how much is in there? I'm going to pour it lightly so it sits on top. 1 part, 1 part. Okay, that much. Let it pour it side down the cup. Check to see. And that's where I'm starting. Then I'm gonna mix it. Paint 1 part Floetrol. This is the Artist Loft fluid acrylic, and it's still really thick, okay? It's still really thick, so I'm gonna put 2 parts Floetrol in this one, but for the pour I'm going to do, I want my paints thicker. But look, okay, so this is the house paint, 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol. Okay, you see it's still a little thick, so I'm gonna add probably just a little bit of water to this. Okay, so that's the difference between house paint and regular acrylic paint. I don't know if you could see the mound. So this one just needs a tad bit of water. Every single paint is different. So start with the least before you do the most. That's why I did 1 part and 1 part. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this one. This one I'm gonna add more Floetrol. So I'm gonna go up to the line right here. for a base. So I can use these other awesome colors. Again, I am going to pour it in my cup. Who says I have to measure with, let's do halfway there. I only have a big stick right here left, so I'll just do this. Okay guys, I'm about to, like I said, get crazy. I have my Batman shirt on. Now you just saw how I was gonna mix my paints for this pour, and I have to tell you, everybody does it different. Does it totally different. This is how I do things, and there are so many videos on YouTube, so go with what you like and what you feel like is best for you. So the only way to do that is just to keep trying. So with that being said, I can't breathe. Okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. So I wanted it to be really, really fun, because like I said, I've been doing some very serious paintings and working on some projects. So we're gonna use all house paint today. All house paint except for one color, yellow. Okay, that's gonna be Artist Loft. And I'm gonna do a dirty pour, somewhat dirty pour first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a Dutch pour. So I'm doing the dirty pour first because my Dutch pour paint has to be thinner, right? So I've got to make it much more thinner. So I'm gonna do the thicker first, and then I'm going to use the same colors and do it thinner. So let's go. Okay, let's do this. So the first thing I want to show you, again, at the hardware store, do you see these are, what do you call it? PVC piping, something or other. I paid $1 for these, thanks to my husband's smarty brain. And I'm gonna set my canvas on that. So I have this is not one of our handmade canvases. It's just, I actually, if you go to Ross, like here in America, California, wherever there's a Ross store, you can find like Frederick's canvases, really good canvases at Ross for cheap. So keep that in mind. So my table is level, okay? So this is it's a 16 by 20. 16 by 20. So I have my torch here. Okay, so we are going to, I'm just gonna throw paint. So remember, this is all house paint except for the yellow. House paint oopsies, okay? Let's do this. Oh, you know what? Let me layer my colors first. Okay, so whatever color I pour on the bottom of the cup is going to be on the top when I pour it. So let's go with, you know what? I'm gonna go with yellow on the bottom. Let's go with yellow. I'm letting it kind of drizzle off the side of my cup. That's okay. Let's go with yellow again. So I'm going to lay down a white as my base. This is going to be so fun. All house paint, guys. This is the first time I've used this much house paint. I use house paint as a base all the time just because it's so fun. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. So let's do this. Let me get a glove. You guys ready? I don't know how this is going to turn out, but let's just do one big guy in the middle. Woo, doggy. Cells. Oh, beautiful cells. You guys, this is so pretty. Okay, go. Let's move this around. I'm going to go like this. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, let you see what's happening here. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's so pretty. Get a towel here. I may have had them almost a little bit too thin. Okay, you guys, so this is exactly what just happened. Whoa. I mean, come on. That's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so this is all house paint except for the yellow. So we'll see how this moves and I'll show you the dried result. But I'm also going to go do a Dutch pour with this right now. See you in a bit. Hey guys, so here's the dried result to the house paint I did yesterday. So I'm really excited to try this in different colors. This one looks super alien, right? But the cells are awesome. Still a tiny, tiny bit wet right there.